Chelsea have confirmed that they have recruited goalkeeper Robert Sanchez from Brighton Hove Albion. The 25-year-old has agreed to a 7-year contract with Chelsea and will now be chosen as a substitute for the Premier League opening match against Liverpool on August 13. Speaking to the club's official website, co-sporting director Paul Winstanley and Lawrence Stewart said, "We are very happy to welcome Robert to Chelsea, and he added further quality to our goalkeeper unit. Robert has repeatedly proven himself in the Premier League and played for his country. We are very happy to see him working with Mauricio and his coaching team during the coming season." While the transfer fee has not been revealed by Chelsea, many allegations that they pay Brighton at a cost of £20 million plus £5 million in addition. The Spanish international made 90 appearances for Brighton, all except 3 in the Premier League, but he lost his place from Jason Steele for the past 3 months 2022-23. President Montpellier confirmed Chelsea's offer for his young striker. President Montpellier Laurent Nicolin has urged Chelsea to increase their offer for forward players Elye Wahi because Tottenham and Benfica have joined the race. The French president has opened up and told Chelsea to raise their offer to Wahi if they want to finish the agreement. Speaking to RMC Sport, Nicolin said, "There is a proposal, but we are waiting for more proposals for Elye Wahi. It is true that we only got one official offer for now, from Chelsea, Monday or last Tuesday. We answered that we thank them, but it is not a proposal that suits us, so we are waiting." Just like many players who came to the club this summer, they all have a bright future in Chelsea. Wahi was very impressive last season, and it was very easy to see why all big clubs were interested in the potential transfer agreement. He was a player who had to be patient with Chelsea. He is still very young, he has to learn a lot, and the Premier League is not for everyone, so yes, he will be a big risk. But we can see him moving to London. Chelsea reached the agreement of the principal with 21-year-old player. Chelsea has made a verbal offer. RMC Sports said the winger did not lack the club interested in him after he starred in Crystal Palace last season, scored 2 goals and recorded 11 assists from 40 matches. Chelsea and Manchester City are the 2 clubs mentioned. The Blues said had a principal agreement with the 21-year-old player and had made an oral offer of around €30 million to Roy Hodgson's team. Olise suffered a hamstring injury when he was with the U21 French team in June, forcing him to withdraw from the U21 European Championship. Mauricio Pochettino's side is waiting to find out more about the situation before sending a written offer to Crystal Palace. Besides Chelsea, there are other clubs interested in the player, with especially Manchester City. Pep Guardiola's side followed Olise when they identified him as a candidate to replace Mahrez. The report stated that the Frenchman had a slight preference to join Chelsea rather than other clubs. RMC Sport added that Crystal Palace has included a release clause less than €40 million in Olise's contract, and is the Premier League duo ready to bring it? Chelsea are considering exchanging Romelu Lukaku to Dusan Vlahovic. Chelsea's main focus was originally to sell Lukaku directly, but Inter had withdrawn from him, and the player had rejected the approach of the Saudi Al Hilal club. Juventus manager Massimo Allegri is said to be a big fan of the 30-year-old striker, and is willing to send Dusan Vlahovic in another way to bring Lukaku back to Italy. The more complicated thing is that Juventus want Chelsea to send them loans in cash to complete the agreement. Additional costs in this case are reportedly between £25 million and £35 million. To be honest, it is inconceivable for Chelsea to cancel this agreement with their own device. Detail everything, they effectively pay an inexpensive fee for Vlahovic while simultaneously lowering my wounds and salary. 23-year-old Vlahovic has 2 seasons with 20 goals in the last 5 league. If there are managers who bet good to get the best from Vlahovic again, it is Pochettino. Chelsea will really need reinforcements on the front lines when Jackson goes to AFCON. Chelsea completed the signing of the goalkeeper from Brighton. Chelsea have confirmed the signing of Robert Sanchez from Brighton as their new goalkeeper to compete with his compatriot Kepa Arrizabalaga. Now, Chelsea has announced the arrival of Sanchez with a 7-year contract. He will challenge the international Spanish fellow Arrizabalaga for the #1 place at Stamford Bridge. Upon arrival at Cobham, Sanchez explained how sure he was that he had made the right decision for his career. The 25-year-old player said, "I think choosing Chelsea is the best choice I can make because the opportunity they give in front of me is extraordinary, to develop more as a goalkeeper, to continue to learn and compete to fight for the title, find and show everyone how good I am and what I can give to the club for the coming years." In addition, Sanchez believes he will be suitable for how the new Chelsea coach Mauricio Pochettino wants his team to be formed. Asked about his feelings working with Pochettino, Sanchez said, "Very excited. Amazing opportunity to work with that level coach. Obviously I have seen it with his past club and what he did, and I think what he brought to the club. The family environment around the players is very good, and clearly the style of the game is something that I think is very suitable for me, and I will contribute well to win the trophy for the club with him." Sanchez previously came from the Brighton Academy but left them after 90 appearances for the first team. Say goodbye to his former club. He said, "Obviously Brighton has given me all that I need as a goalkeeper on and off the field to issue maximum potential from me, and obviously I am very happy and grateful to them. Obviously now this is another bigger challenge and I'm ready for it." Sanchez will reunite with former teammate Brighton Marc Cucurella at Stamford Bridge after his own move to Chelsea last year. In addition, he headed in the same direction as Levi Colwill, who signed a long-term contract to stay with the Blues after his loan period at Amex Stadium last season. Chelsea reportedly approached the agreement to sign Depring Individual Washington from Santos. The 18-year-old Brazilian striker has agreed to personal requirements with the English League club, and the Blues have submitted an official offer to Santos. The transfer is likely to cost around €20 million, and the Brazilian team is ready to accept offers from Chelsea, according to Fabrizio Romano. The 18-year-old striker is considered high in Brazil, and he has a bright future in front of him. The striker wants to complete his move, but he will spend next season on loan on Strasbourg. Washington is not ready for the Premier League, and regular football at the French club will be ideal for him. There is no doubt that the 18-year-old player is an extraordinary talent and he can be an important player for Chelsea in the coming season. However, he needs to play regularly at his current career stage, and Strasbourg can give him the opportunity. The move to Strasbourg will help him adapt to European football and return to Chelsea as a better player next summer. The 18-year-old player will try to make a sign in English football in the coming season. Christopher Nkunku is expected to miss the opening match of the Chelsea Premier League against Liverpool because of a knee injury. Nkunku limped out in the 22nd minute of Chelsea's last preseason match against Borussia Dortmund in Chicago following a tackle of Mats Hummels. Now, the Standard claims the 25-year-old player has avoided a long rest period and will not be placed on a long-term injury list. However, he will miss the Blues' Premier League match against Liverpool on August 13th. Nkunku performed impressive during the Western London club pre-season campaign, but the injury was a blow to Chelsea's front lines. This setback made the Blues with Nicholas Jackson as their main attack option, with Armando Broja recovered from ligament injuries in his right knee, while Romelu Lukaku faced an uncertain future. Chelsea have revived their interest in Amadou Onana, that according to Evening Standard, who has reported that the Blues saw the midfielder as a candidate for Conor Gallagher. Chelsea has long been chasing Brighton Moises Caicedo players, but it seems that the Ecuador player will remain on the southern coast of this summer. Meanwhile, there are a number of clubs that are eyeing Gallagher and reportedly can leave Stamford Bridge. With the potentially reduced Chelsea midfield option, report claims that they will look for two new midfielders. Onana on a short list. The Belgian player is reportedly open to move from Goodison Park at the beginning of the transfer window, with people like Manchester United. Chelsea and West Ham are interested. The conversation about the potential of his out of his release recently, but he now seems to return to radar. Mauricio Pochettino, the Toffees reportedly will demand around £55 million to part with Onana, who just joined the club from Lille last summer. The chase of Chelsea against Amadou Onana can quickly increase once they realize that he is most likely one of their cheapest options in the transfer market.